There's an opioid problem with Alberta's youth. A new report shows that we are on pace to see the highest number of opioid deaths of people under the age of 25 this year. Jessica Holtsbaum from Moms Stop the Harm joins me to talk about the issue. Jessica, what is your group seeing when it comes to these deaths and drug use with young people?
These are really hard times, and we are seeing so much stress, despair, and feelings of unworthiness in our younger populations. Many young Albertans don't have jobs right now. They're not supported at home, and they feel the need to escape. And there's many routes to that, and one is substance use, unfortunately.
And it's kind of shocking, I think, to some of us to think that people under 25, and then we really think about even kids under 20, turning to opioids of all things when it comes to their struggles.
It's really scary and really disheartening. And, I think it just speaks to how much more support we need for our youth's mental health. There's just so much more that we need to do to bring these people back into the fold of society and make them feel like they're just as worthy as everybody else.
You talk about prevention. Is education a key component, considering we're talking about young people?
I do feel strongly that our young people need to be better educated about drugs and drug use, and particularly opioids. But this would also include how to keep people safe and what to do if something traumatic happens, which would be call 911. People are going to use drugs, and they have since the dawn of time. So pretending that if the world just gets rid of illicit drugs, the problems of addiction will go away. We need to be brave, try new approaches, and work on building stronger communities for our youth where people are taken care of. And that means mental health, body health, spiritual health. And drug use is often a symptom of something else that's going on in someone's life. So we need to focus on that as well.
We are talking a lot about supervised consumption sites in Alberta. So there is a focus on opioid use and prevention. But what do we need for our young people when it comes to this?
I feel Alberta's young adults need safe places to connect with supports, to connect with people who have gone through perhaps similar situations, similar things that they have. Places that are completely free of judgment and that are willing to work with you regardless if you're currently using something or not. That's a really, really important step. A lot of places will only accept people if they have been detoxed or substance free for a few weeks. And for some people, that's not a possibility. It's just not an option for them. I think, as I've said before, biggest thing is people need to feel supported where they're at. People need jobs, and people need, particularly our youth, need to know that there's better days ahead.
When I hear you talk about that, support where they are, I think you're also talking a lot about getting rid of judgment of people who have addictions. How important is that?
Stigma is definitely one of the things that is contributing to this high rate of deaths we're seeing across the country. Because people, when you stigmatize people, again, they don't feel worthy. They feel bad about themselves. They don't want to reach out for help because sometimes they don't think that they're worth it. And they hide. I mean, that's one of the biggest things. Many opioid overdose are people that were using by themselves at home because they don't want family, friends to know what's going on with them, so they don't reach out. And unfortunately, so many people have died that way.
Thank you so much for your time. Jessica Holtsbaum from Moms Stop the Harm.